Okay, before we get into today's video, which is a van day in the life, a driving edition, I have some very exciting news for you, and that is that our ebook, Live Creatively, the pre-sale just went live on our website, and I am so excited and anxious and nervous because this project is something I've been pouring myself into for the last few months, and I'm still have a few months left to go. The actual product will be up November 19th, but we just couldn't resist putting a pre-sale up on the website because this way we're going to give you 25% off if you buy early, and we have an ebook, the audiobook version, because I thought it would be really fun to actually get to read it to you guys. We get so many comments asking for a podcast or guided meditations and things like that, so I think that actually reading the book will be a really lovely way to share a couple of hours with you if you're interested in that. And if you want to buy both the audiobook and the ebook as like a bundle, we will be sending you 2 OD stickers and a handwritten note thanking you for your generosity in supporting us financially, because it really means the world to us to have you here. But you might be wondering, what is Live Creatively? I've never heard of this ebook before, so let me try to explain it. Live Creatively is Lou and my mission in life and mission with this channel. Putting creativity at the center of our life has transformed it in so many ways over the course of the last 5 years when we started this whole YouTube thing, and we've basically put all of the lessons and mistakes and stories that have happened over the last 5 years into a book. We hope that it can be a resource that we would have loved to have at the beginning of our artistic journey. It's gonna have 8 chapters in it, and in the table of contents on the website you can read about all the different chapters, but each of those chapters actually has a corresponding 30-day challenge with it, and Lou and I will be doing those challenges with you. And basically when we were like sitting at the table trying to think about how can we make this ebook not be something that just lives on a computer or on a tablet, like we need to move from the moment of inspiration to the moment of action, where you don't just say like, oh, that sounds interesting. You're actually like, I want to make change in my life. And we thought, what if we did challenges, because then we have this momentum that we can build together. And so yeah, I'm really excited about that part. And this is so much more than an ebook. It's really a full experience, and we're gonna build a community around it with your help if you join us. And yeah, I'm super excited and nervous, and I guess I can just hand you off to today's van day in the life if that's all you're interested in, and if not, go to wildlyroom.com/store and you can see if you want to pre-order our book. I'm really excited and nervous.
Oh.
That's what today is. Today is a driving day in van life, because we are driving 4 hours, I think. We're in Greece now. It's actually our last morning in Greece, and then we're gonna head towards Albania today, but the real goal is to get all the way to Dubrovnik in the next 3 days. It's kind of sad we're gonna miss a lot of the Balkan coast leading up to that, but Lou has a flight out of Dubrovnik, I think August 1st, so we kind of need to get there. So lately we've been making an extra huge pot of green tea, and then once it cools down a bit we put it in the fridge, and so then when Lou's driving he can have an iced green tea, because he got into a naughty habit of drinking Red Bull, which was like, obviously we don't want to die on the road, but we work pretty hard to like keep his arthritis in check and not have processed food, so to have a Red Bull on the road, it's kind of like so now we have green tea in the fridge, and it's been like the perfect treat for something refreshing when it gets really hot in the van after driving for a while. It still gives you that little kick of energy because we have a big driving day today.
So this is where we slept. There is not much going on here.
So when you have a tiny home on wheels, once the home is actually moving, you have to be careful, because if you don't get it prepared correctly, you could finish your long drive and open the door and have everything crash and fall on top of you. Ah! Oh no! Which has happened to us many a time. So we've learned that if you have a little system, it works better. So the first step for us is always to clean the kitchen and get that ready, clean, and locked in. So close the sink, close the stovetop, get all of the drawers and shelves organized enough that you can lock them up so things don't crash out.
Ta-da! Ready to drive.
Then we put away all of our computer gear and camera gear, because that also you don't want bouncing around. So Lou has built an impeccable system, as always, and that's like the whole side of our bed is like different storage containers and things that need softer protection. Like our camera has a bit of like soft insulation around it, so if it bangs around, it'll be okay. What else do we do? Oh, the pee jug.
This is a very important step.
Yeah, this is gross, but important. Basically, we have a toilet that separates urine from the other stuff, and urine goes into this blue jug via this tube. But if the urine jug is too full and you forget to take the pee connector tube thing out and close it off, you can have a problem.
When you drive up a hill.
When you drive up a hill or when Odie's bouncing and things like that, it's like, you don't want the pee splashing everywhere. So, it's a very gross job. You go like this, you take this out, you stick it here, go like plug, and wash your hands and you're good to go.
Wash them good.
We also walk around the van and make sure that the windows are closed enough. Why do we close the windows for driving?
So that the bug nets don't get ripped out.
Oh. We close the windows so that the bug nets that we work so hard to put in don't get ripped out. And we check the back to make sure that there's no like random laundry drying on the back area. You always want to make sure that you don't leave any towels or swimsuits or anything like that hanging on the back, because we have lost some dish towels because we forgot that they were on the back drying. So don't want to do that. And we're looking good. Just bring some snacks to the front and ready to hit the road. Oh wait, oh my gosh, we have to do oil.
So half full. So the difference between the top and the bottom of the line I think is a liter, so we can put in a little less than half a liter safely. Probably only put in like 300 milliliters or something like that. And then we'll check it again tomorrow.
Sweet.
Every day that we do like a huge drive, we just check it. Because when you're driving like 8 hours, you just want to be safe. It's an old car. But he doesn't actually use that much oil. It's just like, there's no sensor to tell you if
Yeah.
you have low oil, so. Drink up, Odie. So driving Odie is a bit of a bear. I would say it's taken me maybe like a year to a year and a half to really feel comfortable driving him.
Yeah, get that window down.
Very important step. So Albania, here we come.
Wow.
Our 13th country. All right, so you pull this knob and then count to 10, and that heats up the fuel. When it's really hot outside or when you've already been driving, you don't have to pull it as long.
Oh.
And then you yank it at the end, and then hopefully he starts.
Why, thank you.
Come on in. There are quite a few things you need to do to get prepared. The first is we have earplugs now for me, so I put those in when we're on the highway and we're going like a very long distance on a pretty simple route. And that doesn't really block out the noise at all, but it like lowers it maybe like 30% because the front of the van is so loud. Dana sits next to me with her noise-canceling headphones, and she can podcast and chill and do whatever she wants. But
Thanks, babe.
yeah, driving Odie is a bear. So generally when we're driving and it's like summer, I would say it's like 100 to 105 degrees in the front with the windows rolled down.
Yeah, and it's like there's these levers that when Lou like is worried the engine is getting too hot, he pushes them one way, and then hot air just blasts your feet to the point where I think it's melted my Birkenstocks.
I learned this trick from Dana's dad. You can just turn the heat on in the car, and that's basically, it just takes all the hot air from the engine and it throws it on you. And that'll drop the temperature of the engine quite a bit. So we just do that like only when we need to because it's really terrible.
Yeah, but it
in the
happens
summer.
a lot.
In the winter, it's totally fine and you can do it all the time. But in the summer, it's like, it makes the front like 110 degrees.
Yeah, and burns your toes.
Yeah, melts your shoes.
Yeah.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
What's for lunch, babe?
We've got rice and veggies. Simple, but I mean, normally on a road trip kind of day, it's easier to have leftovers for lunch, but yesterday was a really crazy day and we barely even had time to cook it all and it was super hot, so it was the day we went up into Meteora. So if you watch that video, you'll know our day ended really late.
Your rice is about to boil over.
Oh, good eye. Whoa. No. Fuck. How? Is there dental floss? Fuck.
Does it melt?
Wow.
Now we
That
don't have
was
to
like a
floss
whole-
anymore, right?
That was like a whole thing. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
What is this even doing? This should be down here.
So, we got stir-fry veggies and rice.
Oh no.
Rice, corn, beans, mushrooms, peas, pepper, lemon juice.
And it was ready in 20 minutes.
New record.
Not even 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for driving.
Yeah, almost to Albania.
Little treat for the driver.
Afternoon green tea. This is my only chance of making it to Albania. Is this bottle of caffeine. I'm hot and tired.
I know, samesies. Cooking in here makes it so hot.
Yeah. Drive day was going very productively, but lunch has been.
This is why we don't do lunch on the drives. Because now all I want to do is,
You
comatose.
get to chill.
I know, I'm sorry, but I made make you green tea.
2 more hours.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've been down, I've been everywhere, but I'm alright now. I'm alright. I nearly drowned in my own despair, but I'm alright now. Yeah, baby, you can turn the rain into
I mean, the really cool thing about Odie is because he's from, I think, like 1981, there's no like computers or anything up front. Everything is completely analog. So it's like if you want to turn on the windshield wipers, there's a button for that. If you want to turn on the lights, there's like another little switch for that. He's got no power steering. So like once you're moving, it's not so bad, but in parking lots, you really have to like crank the wheel to move him around.
What is happening, Lou?
We get to stick the sticker of Albania onto our car. This is our 13th country in Odie. And
I think you're starting a new row.
yeah,
We need to clean it or no?
probably.
Oh.
Paper towel.
No, let's not.
No, I wanted to stick for real.
Shortcut. Shortcut long.
Shortcuts cut short, long runs, Dana. There?
Yeah. Oh, looking good.
Albania.
Oh, babe, how much does this bring a smile to your face?
So much.
He loves these stickers.
Yeah, 13th country.
Yeah, you drove
Tomorrow
a
we
lot.
get our 14th.
Where?
Montenegro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You have that sticker?
Yeah, we do.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy.
So we just got settled at a campsite in Albania. It's right on the lake, and it was only 12 euros for the night, which is fantastic because we're exhausted and it's really nice sometimes to just go for it and get a campsite. What is going on? I am about to cook dinner. We have tons of veggies that are getting a little bit old, and so I've decided to throw all of it into a curry, and this way we'll have a ton of food because tomorrow we're gonna have an even longer day of driving, and taking the whole lunch break today was really nice and relaxing, but getting back on the road after was pretty tough. So tomorrow I'd like us to be able to have leftovers and just have a quick bite and then keep going. So that's the plan. So nice to be cool. The lake weather is really nice, I have to say. It's windy and cool, and now we even were able to cook a big hot dinner and not freak out, like sweating. It was really nice. And I'm happy with how the day turned out. It's funny how like we're gonna have to end up in Croatia for this flight. Like I think Lou booked this flight, what, 3 months ago or something like that, or 4 months ago the trip has been planned, and it's like I think we were in Italy when we booked it. So it's like it's so hard with van life if you do ever want to have travel or have the luxury to travel, but you have no idea where you are going to be. Like your home is a moving target, and yeah, you can kind of plan out a route for 4 months, but that's a really long time. Like we fell in love with different places, stayed longer than we expected. We also got stuck in Serbia and our exhaust pipe fell off, so that delayed us. And yeah, it's super interesting to put a spot on the map and be like, I'm gonna be here in 4 months, let's book a flight. But at the same time, even though it's sad to like rush through Albania, which seems like a beautiful, amazing country, it does like force us to keep moving forward, which is good too, I think.